Sports Agreement was after World War II when we made it the reserve currency. Now the one we're talking about no, it's okay. We're talking about Nixon. Yeah. Right? But really, there wasn't no official anything signed. Like, look,
where'd the gold go?
Right.
You know, like where did it go?
They were using usury. Yep. They were just issuing out, basically taking out these loans and was like, we'll pay y'all back, but then, but didn't pay it back. Hey, like I said, Dick Clay. Yep.
Mike Otter, real quick. It says President Nixon ended the gold standard, especially the convertible of dollars to gold, on August 15, 1971, known as he called the Nixon shock.
The Nixon shock.
The Nixon shock, to address severe economic pressures, including runaway inflations, a massive trade deficit, and a looming run on U.S. gold reserves by foreign nations.
Yep.
Nixon shock.
Yeah, the Nixon shock.
Yep. And they covered it up with the whole Watergate thing. Oh, it's Watergate. It's a scandal.
Damn, yeah, that's right.
But really, that was the big scandal right there.
That's right.
Him doing that. Right? So there's been an artificial need for the American dollar. And you had these other nations, what are they doing? They're trying to circumvent the American dollar starting with who? BRICS. We've been prophesying about BRICS for almost 10 years now, bro. Right? Which consists of Britain, Russia, India, China. I said Britain. Thank you, brother. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South America. South Africa. The water. Right? All coming together and making political, economic pacts to basically do business with one another. Right. And now you have other countries coming on to that, or joining. Right? Right. So America is in a situation where they're trying to slow down their progress. Even Trump basically addressed the BRICS. He said if the BRICS, if they make a strong currency, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Right. So all these endeavors that you've been seeing going on internationally, but not all, a lot of these endeavors you've been seeing going on internationally has been them trying to slow down basically the strengthening of BRICS. Watch why the whole situation in Venezuela is going on.
I'm for bringing something
Go ahead.
because the brother my college, they Shalom, you know what I'm saying? The brother from Oklahoma.
Shalom, my
Shalom.
Shalom, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can let this demon scoff for a minute. You know what I'm saying? The water, but because he's been on there just
Yeah, the water, my God.
But he put a comment in here. He said over the 12 months through November 2025, the U.S. ran a total trade deficit of $936.45 billion. In trade of goods, the U.S. ran a trade deficit of $1.27 trillion.
Yep.
The deficit for fiscal year 2026 is projected to be $1.9 trillion, equal to 5.8% of gross domestic product, which is about the same.
Right.
So the trade deficit is completely unbalanced, man.
Right. What is a trade deficit? Basically, we're buying all these goods, but nobody's buying our goods.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yep. That's why you got Trump trying to say, make America great again. We need to bring back some factory jobs here to America. We need to bring back making our own, producing our own cars, and that's what this is all. That's what it's all about, because he understands and knows the value of the dollar is diminishing rapidly. Yeah. He knows it. Yep. This devil's a businessman. He knows. But also too, at the same time, he has what's wrong with the board? He's going up. He has an agenda that he's following.
Right.
Because he's controlled to what? Ultimately, to collapse this thing. We believe that he's going to be the one to collapse this thing, man.
Right. Hey, because he's ushering in. They're using this as a way to usher in basically AI, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Right. They're bringing in basically AI. Right, as a way to say we're going to bring factories back, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. No, they're bringing in AI, bro. Yep.
Because it's cheaper. So if you go bring a lot of jobs back, It could take you about 5 years to train motherfuckers up to do those jobs. You got the time and money for that. Yeah, you know, I'm being nice.
Yeah, you being nice. Got that be 20.
Yeah, real talk.
Right? Because most of these people right here, they don't have skills.
Nope.
Right.
Oh hell no.
They don't have any skills. They don't have any blue collar skills. Right? The people who have blue collar skills, you're demonizing. The cheap labor, you're demonizing.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna work that job.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was that too, and I was alluding to the Northern Tribe.
Yep.
Man, you go to these the warehouses. Majority of the people that's working there, whether it be on one of the big machines, goddamn me, forklift, it's gonna be the Northern Tribe, man, the so-called Latino getting down.
Yeah.
One, he's cheap, and two, he knows how to do it.
Infrastructure in America, especially here in Texas. Yeah, especially here in Texas, the roads and things like that. It's the Northern Kingdom. There's a lot abundant of them on there. You know, basically keeping the roads and everything with all these big ass potholes and shit like that.
They the one out there. They got contracts that when you see a lot of these roads closed down, you see a construction workers out there. A lot of those construction workers, that's their own individual contract, right?
Right.
And they got people that they employed to do the work. You're not gonna get Jake out there, Judah out there, working for goddamn me $15 an hour. Forget about it.
Right.
Jake ain't gonna do it for 20.
Nope. Man, they busting their ass too, bro.
They working, bro.
bro.
Yeah.
Working.
Yeah.
The spiritual.
They'll get out there. They can be out at 5 o'clock in the morning buying their beer, putting it in their coolers.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get out there and get to work.
Yep. It's gonna be all day.
All day. They can prepare before they get out there, and they be out there all day.
Hey, like the so-called Mexican Issachar, he is hired. It's all biblical, it's all spiritual.
Right.
That's what it is.
James chapter 5, I saw the verse 1. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you."
Yep. Hey, and a lot of these companies, they're in misery right now, man.
Riches.
A lot of these companies that employ 300 people, 400, 2,000 people. Hey, they're lament right now because the cost of doing business is too high.
Right.
You know, you got a lot of companies, you know what I'm saying, that, like the brother said, they're building it up because their cheap labor is being taken away from them. You know? What? I'm sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, even like, jobs where, where you on the phone, you on the phone and you talk to clients, bro. I'm speaking from experience. Bro. They are implementing AI into everything, bro. Everything.
Every facet of life. I drive, so they don't have just an individual just looking at the camera. They got AI monitoring.
Yep.
They know whether or not you're speaking on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you distracted, you eating something, they're like, they gonna pick that up.
Hey, when the head boy from LA came down and drove, he didn't call and talk to him about it for like dispatch. AI told him what to take the next load to. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Bro, they implement that shit everywhere. And then we had a town hall yesterday, and the CEO literally said, like, look, he said that if we don't implement AI, then we're toast.
Yeah.
He literally said that. So like he said, but this is something that we have. He said AI with my job that I do. He was like, everybody has to get used to this because it's not changing.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are they pretty much telling you?
That's what they want.
Jobs about to get cut.
Yeah. Basically, nutshell.
Jobs about to get cut.
And the U.S. is preparing for that.
Exactly.
They're preparing for that by doing what? By renovating these warehouses and getting ready for a massive group of people to be fucking homeless, bro.
Yeah. Bro, that's it. You mentioned about the train, like work. Bro, I had to sit down and do an AI training. It took the whole day, and they said we got to finish it out by this particular day, and we got more coming. Why are we sitting there doing AI training all day and constantly sitting there how to put stuff in for AI to learn certain things. Yeah.
Same thing about job.
They want them to learn all this so they can basically, once they get enough knowledge from you, and he's gonna conduct it, they get rid of you.
Get rid of you. Yep.
My job, I ain't gonna say the name of my job, but I can say the name of the platform because it's a broad term. They call it Atrium. In the AI, they call it Atrium, and in the AI's name is Sophia. It's called Sophia. The God, and it says the goddess of wisdom. Literally at my job, it says Sophia, then it has a hyphen that says goddess of wisdom.
They blatant with it now.
They just came out with a new social media, and it's only for AI bots, and they're just talking, they're just interacting with one another. They just interact with one another. Like, this is what they talk about over here. What you think about this, man? Well, how you feel about all this is about to be interconnected? A highly surveillance world is about to be seen, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
Like I said, that's why we just brought out Ezekiel 3. You know, that warning, giving that warning. Oh, we're standing on the tower, letting you know that what is that in 2 Corinthians 2:11? Let's see Satan get advantage of them, but we're not ignorant of the devices. Right. We're calling these things out because what he's doing, he's gonna set up where, like you say, a lot of this. Your world activity, your job, careers are going to be taken away from you, and they're going to have the elites that's basically they thinking they're going to flourish, but what are you going to become? More of what they call them, you just eat, useless, worthless eaters.
You'll be a robot, basically.
Yeah,
robot,
but they're not going to need you. You just useless eaters. If you're useless, what do you think they're going to do to you? Bill Gates told you that on that TED Talk. He said if we do a really, really good job, you know what I'm saying? We can bring down the pop. You know what I'm saying? The population. You do a really good job, we can do that.
Right.
That's why they're implementing all these things, and they actually trying to speed things up with this AI. Because they want to speed it up because they said, well, we got to do a really good job to hurry up and get rid of you niggas.
Yep.
That's it. Yep. There's a little bit more than James 5. Back in Verse 2, James 5:2, it says, your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered. It's the word cankered here says corroded, right? And the rust of them shall be a witness against you.
All right, we could utilize that for the American dollar. Mm-hmm. You know, the currency is basically corroded right before your eyes, man. When you guys talk about Jesus, won't you prophesy to us? Hey, it says Revelation 19:10, the spirit of who the world called Jesus is prophesying, is prophecy. Why ain't you prophesying, man?
Right.
Why you keep and clicking?
Right.
Don't watch us, watch TV.
Right.
You know?
Christians are quiet. They just jumping on our comment board talking shit. Right. Yeah. That's the only thing you niggas are doing, man. Yep. What's the mark of the beast, man?
Yeah, what's the mark of the beast?
Where's Babylon? No, you got.
See, what's your nationality?
Right.
Yeah. We'll do that. What's your nationality, man?
You guys are racist. Well, at the end of the day, okay.
Yeah, we are.
Hey, so all those people over there in Israel, are they racist?
Right. Was it racist when the Lord destroyed Egypt? When the Exodus happened, was that a racist act?
What's that? Deuteronomy? Hell, Yahweh by Shemai Shah racist.
Yeah.
They're separatists too. What y'all talking about?
Was it racist when the Mosai told Israel to go into the land of Canaan and basically slay everybody who pisses on the wall?
Right.
Hey, racism builds civilizations. You so-called white people understand that when it comes to your race, but when somebody you get backlash on it, oh my God, racism.
Why we got to be divided? Racism is basically you're for your people. We can't be for our people, huh? We got to be divided.
Yeah. Hey, the so-called Negro has been basically been made the face of multi-nationalism. We're supposed to accept everybody, believe everybody. Everybody who feels oppressed, we're supposed to just be, their superhero or something. Yeah. But when it comes to your own people, it's looked down upon.
Right.
Which shows you that it's using us as a pawn.
Right.
For a bigger scheme, man.
Right.
Cause you people out there talking about racist, y'all racist. You don't believe in people coming together. Hey, the most segregated place in the United States is the church.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So get the fuck out of here, man.
All these goddamn denominations.
Right.
If you notice, like say you had a work or something, or you just talking to another so-called black man, you just talking to him. If you notice, Edomites like to ease in and see what you're talking about.
Yeah. Right.
Because they don't want Jake to come together because they're afraid.
Yeah.
They know when they're afraid.
Yep.
You know?
I had one boss
That's all
say,
that is.
I'm talking to one cat, and we're talking about, shit on, basically ownership of some things. Well, I had my boss say, he said, what y'all talking about?
See? Yep.
No, I'm just playing, guys.
You want to know? Yeah.
Dead ass. What you say?
No, some
not
black nigga, the black N-Dub, talking about God is not racist.
What about Isaiah 40 and 15?
Well, I got a precept.
But go ahead. Yeah.
This is Romans chapter 9, okay, and
What's that? Deuteronomy.
verse 13. It says, as it is written, calleth, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. So why did the Lord decide before two babies were even, okay, because of predestination? The Most High has favorites, okay?
Right. She went to Galatians 3:28. Hey, let's edify off of Galatians 3:28. Hey, because why didn't it say Jew nor Ham? The Jew or Japheth. Well, what happened there? What's her name? Ken. What happened between the Old Testament and the New Testament? What happened between the Old Testament and the New Testament?
Where can you read? Where can you read about the Greeks?
What can you read about the Greeks?
I got that verse.
Go ahead, brother.
Galatians 3:28. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female.
Right. Hey, let's look up that word Greek.
I got it right here.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is that word Greek in the Greek, right? This is it says Helena, Helena, okay, or Helene, okay. It says the second definition says, in a wider sense, the name embraces all nations, not Jews, that made the language, customs, and learning of Greek their own.
Right, and that was forced upon the Israelites. Now you can read about that in the book of Maccabees, which is in the Apocrypha. Okay, that was a time period between the Old Testament and the New Testament. It was actually prophesied in Daniel the 8th chapter. Okay, right? Actually, Daniel the 7th chapter. Both of them, but basically what happened was you had Epiphanes, Antiochus Epiphanes, that sanctioned that the Israelites had to basically take on the Greek culture, much like what they did to us during slavery. Okay, they said, look, you have to take on the Greek culture. You cannot worship your God. You cannot follow after the laws that you commanded. Anybody who did that, they were put to death. So they was forced to be Hellenized.
Yep.
Or Hellenistic. Go ahead, brother.
This is St. John chapter 7, and yeah, because it's the same word. Gentiles in Greek is the same word, Hellene.
Yeah, 7:35.
Yeah, that's it.
My man.
This is St. John 7:35, and because like it's easy to go to a scripture and say, boom, here's the point. So that means that we assume that you know the context of that chapter in that book. So you gotta do the same thing with this chapter and book, okay?
And you know what? And I'm sorry, my bad. Kens, I'm mistaking you for beautiful joy. And that's the female. Ken, I'm not sure if you're a man or a woman, but we're gonna read this out for edification. But excuse me, or Salakia for that. Go ahead.
All right, St. John chapter 7, verse 35. It says, then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles?
Right, to disperse among the Gentiles, because basically you had a substantial amount of Israelites that actually took on the Greek culture and committed apostasy. They turned away from renounced basically the lost statute of commandments.
I was holding that first Maccabees.
All right, we'll get the account, because this is very important to understand the New Testament, man.
Right.
Yes.
We read something in Romans the 9th chapter, but it went over a lot of people's head because they have what was that? Cognitive dissonance.
Yep.
What we say, it doesn't matter to them.
They just want to hear what they want.
They want to hear what they want to hear, and they want to type what they want to type.
Right.
And that's good, but that's proof this wisdom is elusive. He don't want everybody to get it anyways.
Right.
Exactly. Wisdom is too high.
Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 3, you don't go into that.
You know what's so funny? People, they don't understand that scripture, Galatians 3, but they can understand that somebody can be of Hispanic descent and be still an American, or you could be of Hispanic descent and be born in Mexico. It's just where you were born, with the language you speak,
Right.
you know, the culture you was raised in.
Or you Mexican, but you are a European descent.
Right.
Because you have a substantial amount of Europeans that migrated to South and Central America as a way to basically breed out the indigenous people.
Argentina specifically.
Yeah, Argentina, Brazil. That's why Brazil has over 5 categories of the human race.
But the same person saying this thing, I guarantee you, they'll label themselves African American.
Oh yeah.
That's a clear indicator that
You
you were Americanized. You was Americanized, man.
Yeah, you're Hellenized.
You were Gentile. You were Greek.
Are you African and American at the same time?
Or
Right.
just
It's
black.
like Cadillac
You
and
just
Honda.
black.
How the fuck?
Right. You accept being a color.
Low level, man.
Yeah.
There's a ton of videos out there from GMS and other brothers, man. Shit.
Yep. Let's get this right here.
All right. First Maccabees chapter 1, jumping down to the point, verse 10.
Yeah.
And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome, and he reigned in 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
Right. Which he came from the Seleucid Empire.
Right.
That which came from Seleucus, which is one of the generals that began to reign after the death of Alexander the Great. You can read about that when you read up in this particular chapter.
Right.
So after Alexander the Great died, I believe he was like 32, he basically, the land that he conquered, which was enormous, it was from Macedonia all the way to parts of India.
Right.
That it was broken up between his 4 generals.
Right.
2 prominent generals were Seleucus and Ptolemy, which Ptolemy began to reign in the land of Egypt, and the Seleucid Empire began to reign in the area of Syria on down. Okay, and he he sanctioned that the world that or his region should be Hellenized. Go ahead.
Hey, can I make a point?
Of course.
Hey, because when you, like you said earlier, where can you read about the Greek captivity? When you read the book of Daniel, Daniel had the vision of the captivity that the Israelites would go through.
Right. Yep.
It went to the Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Syrian Babylonians, Medo-Persians, and it just skipped straight to the Romans.
Right.
Daniel prophesied about the Greek Empire, man.
Right.
You see the Greek captivity, and that's what the brother is reading about. That's where you get the understanding why it says that in Galatians there is neither Jew nor Greek, man.
Right. And then look at it. That's a lot of years past. But then you have all these movies about Greeks and things like that. But when you look at that jumping from Malachi to Matthew, that's what Greece got. That's about 400 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That's a lot of years being. That's a lot of generations. So you can see what happened to all of that. We just all of a sudden we in Matthew, book of Matthew. Where all that history?
Yeah, the Roman Empire.
Yeah. We're in the Roman Empire now. We missed a whole empire.
Yeah, he gonna die for everybody.
Right.
All y'all come on in.
Right.
You're negating history.
Right.
How did the Romans become in power, man?
Right.
How did the Israelites become vassals underneath the Roman Empire, man? Okay, who the world even called Jesus? It says what? He had come to save his people from their sins. It also says in the book of Luke, it says like what? He will save us out of the hand of our enemies. Enemies. Who was ruling at that time? The Romans.
Right.
If I can add to that whole Greek thing flowed over from the Greek captivity into the Roman captivity. That's where that whole no difference between the Jew or the Greek came from, man. You know?
Greco-Roman Empire.
Exactly.
Can I say there is a reason why the New Testament was written in Greek?
Right.
It wasn't written in what they speak. The Romans spoke. No. The Romans spoke Latin. Yeah. It wasn't. I mean, you know, eventually it was translated to rap, but at the time, like Paul's letters, they was written in Greek. You know what I'm saying? The point being is that, like the brothers are going into, okay, that was the language of the land. So what's the point of changing it when everything's flowing in the Greek language?
Right. The Septuagint. You know what I'm saying? The Septuagint is the Greek Old Testament. Where was that translated? That was translated in Alexandria, Egypt, by Jakes, by Israelites.
Right.
That spoke Greek in Egypt, by the way. Come on, man. That's right. That's right. Anyway, continuing on.
Yep.
Verse 11, it says, First Maccabees 1:11. It says, in those days went out there of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen all around about us. For since we departed from them, we have much sorrow. So this device pleased them well.
Right, so you had Israelites out there that said, you know what? Let's make pacts with the Greeks. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know, we can make business ventures. We could come up. Okay?
They was catching hell. Jake was catching hell.
Yeah.
So that was like, man, shit. We gotta do something to get a lead, so you know what I'm saying? So we can kind of be good in the art. Right? So let's see what's happening. So this device pleased them well. Verse 13, and certain of the people who were so forward in that they went to the
transactions were going on, right? And you had the Jews at the time. They were so zealous in trying to get these business transactions going that they would actually do reverse circumcision. When it says uncircumcised, that's an actual term. I got it. I can never say it, but keep on reading. I'm gonna pull it.
All right. Verse 15 it says, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief.
Right. Keep on going.
Verse 16. Now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt that he might have dominion of 2 realms. And this is going into the Syrian wars.
Right. Real quick, because you already read about circumcision.
I'll read it again.
Read it.
Verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to the mischief.
Right. This is that word epispasm. It's E-P-I-S-P-A-S-M. I might be saying it. Epispasm. It says, an uncircumcised male who is not circumcised of the flesh of his foreskin shall be cut off from his people. He has broken my covenant. So said the Most High to Abraham, establishing the covenant of circumcision, a covenant between me and you and your descendants after you. For centuries, Jewish boys have regularly been circumcised when they are 8 days old. Genesis 17 and 12. An unusual challenge to circumcision developed, however, in the Hellenistic period. Hellenistic and Roman societies widely practiced public nakedness, but they abhorred bearing the tip of the penis called the glans. To expose the glans were considered vulgarly, humorless, indecent, or both. That's why when it says in the scriptures, I would cover your foreskin, that was like, you know, that was ancient custom. To expose the glans were considered vulgarly, humorous, indecent, or both. This combination of adjectives could be and often was devastating for circumcised Jews. Enjoying oneself in a Greek gymnasium or Roman bath where nudity was de regular was a popular and stylish pastime. Here, politics was discussed and business deals concluded. Much like these athletes in NFL, NBA.
Right.
And they gotta get freaky. Again, you gotta get freaky.
Hey, go ahead.
I would say, like when you go into like the Olympics, you have a lot of you have bids on who's gonna basically what city or what's gonna be how the Olympics is. It brings a lot of money. It's very lucrative. And then it was on the podcast. I believe it was Kevin Garnett, one of these that was talking about the freakism that goes on during the time of the Olympics.
It's called Olympic Village.
Olympic Village.
Yeah, it's called Olympic Village. They get like they look at that big ass container.
Yeah, I got it right here.
They said
I just heard it today. Yeah.